What's going on, everyone? This is Devin with Amateur Life. I'm going to talk over my thoughts of Supercross and my top 10 for the 450 class, my top 5 for the 250 West class. I forgot to do one of these last week, so we're kind of going to review since I didn't. I made notes to do one of these, but I just never recorded it. So I'll run through who I originally had. I'll run through who I had before last week, and then kind of what I changed after Oakland here. So I actually got the race live, well, not live, but race replay going right now. So, if I get distracted or something like that, no, I'm just checking the race. So I watched it Saturday night, and just a reminder, 450 class to start the season, I had Cooper Webb, Eli Tomac in second, Ken Rocks in third, Chase Sexton fourth, Dylan Ferrandez sixth, Adam Cincerello, or Dylan Ferrandez fifth, Adam Cincerello sixth, Justin Barsha seventh, Malcolm Stewart eighth, Marvin Muskin ninth, Aaron Plessinger rounds out my top 10. And then I didn't really do the 250 class until after they raced the first weekend, but so, it kind of came down to Christian Craig, Hunter Lawrence, Michael Mosman third, Seth Haymaker fourth, and Joe Shimoda fifth. Now, after that, I had switched over to, let's see here. So that's 450 for that weekend, 450 here. Cooper Webb still number one. Ken Roxon, I jumped over Eli Tomac. And these guys, I feel, Tomac and Roxon, I feel can go back and forth. I think both are going to be that second, third place tier. Barsha moved up to fourth for me. Marvin Muskin, I think initially when I did this, I jumped him a little too far. I put him in fifth. Chase Sexton sixth. Malcolm Stewart seventh. Jason Anderson 18th. Aaron Plessinger 19th. And Adam Cincerello, not 19th, and 9th. And then 10th, it would be Adam Cincerello. Christian Craig still my number one. Hunter Lawrence number two. Michael Mosman 3. Seth Haymaker 4. And Joe Shimoda 5. So after, and the reason why I don't have like Colt Nichols in there is just because of due to injury. I'm just throwing those guys out. If he was there, I would probably have him either in second or third, and probably either knocking out Joe Shimoda or Seth Haymaker. Now let's go into how I feel after Oakland. So I still have Cooper Webb as number one. And Cooper Webb is number one because he's been probably one of the most consistent. I know he doesn't have the points lead, but he's right there. And he's going to be one to keep an eye on throughout this whole series. He's a two-time champ, so I definitely think it's going to be hard to not see him there all the way. Ken Roxon, and I have him as second still. Even though he had the crash, he had some difficulties this past, I think he's still, like he said, hasn't felt 100%, so he's still battling kind of with that. And then Eli Tomac third. I still haven't seen, he's improving, but he's still got to do a little bit more, I think, to jump back into that number 2 spot. I hope for big things as I'm a Yamaha fan, and so I really hope for big things to come the rest of the way through the season. Plus, Tomac normally starts slow, so it's kind of not a surprise for me. Justin Barsha, I have him as number 4, and then Marvin Muskin 5. That's kind of where I had him after last week. Marvin's still a question to me. I think he did well. Barsha did really well. Being on the podium. And then Marvin Muskin, the first week incident with Malcolm, I'm sure everyone has seen that and heard that. So that's a hard one for me to really know if he's that spot. I personally think he's going to drop on my list. I think I'd moved him too high too fast, and so I think I'm going to be dropping him after the next few rounds because I see like Jason Anderson, and that's one I already think I could probably move in front of him. Just because of the win now, I see definitely Barsha Anderson, he could even top Barsha and be up kind of with those 4. Plessinger, I still have questions with, and he's my number 7. So I put Plessinger 7th just because he did get a podium. He struggled last week. He said it, listening to some interviews with him, he sounded like, he just didn't quite wake up for that first race. Not really necessarily first race jitters, but just like kind of getting back into the flow of things. And kind of he wasn't ready for some stuff. And I think we'll see bigger things out of him going through. So, he's in 7th. I could see him moving up. Chase Sexton, one reason why he's dropped so far is because he can't keep it on 2 wheels. He's fast. I think he has a shot at winning one of these if he can keep it upright. Right? And with the 450 class, with all these guys, I think it really depends a lot on the start. The start is going to dictate quite a bit of how these guys finish. It's very hard to move through the pack, definitely when you get into these top 10s. Realistically, I had about 5 more guys I easily could have thrown in this top 10, I would normally think. But, man, I just want to – it's just hard. And I'm not even set with my top 10, really. I can make an argument to move all sorts around. My only 3 that are kind of set, I would say, are my top 3. But outside of that, I could really throw these in a hat and pull them out how I feel like and, kind of go that way. So I can make an argument for 4 through 10 to be moved around. I have Malcolm Stewart 9th. Again, I'm hoping. Oh, man, I would love to see Mookie get a win this season. I don't think it's going to happen, but I would love to see it. I think he looks good on that Husky. I think he'll be moving up on my list. And then to round out my top 10, Adam Cincerillo. He's impressed me on what he's been able to do so far with being injured. I know exactly I had a grade 3 AC joint separation when I raced snowmobiles. So I kind of know what that feels like, the recovery time on that. It took me about a month to really start feeling like it wasn't. I mean, it always bugs me doing things, like definitely if I'm working out and stuff like that. But to really start doing things again, took me about a month to, start feeling comfortable doing things, I guess, would be what I'd say. Like I said, a few guys that I have like on my honorable mentions or guys I have right there ready to come in. Dylan Fernandez, Joey Savacci, Dean Wilson. Now, I would say the next closest one would be Dylan Fernandez get back in there. I want to see a couple more things. I would love to see his starts improved. I feel like Eli and Fernandez should be pulling whole shots with that 450. Yamaha's 450, I got to say, is one of the most powerful 450s in the class, and I just can't believe they can't pull a start. So, let me pull up my couple fantasy teams. We'll pull up Rocky Mountain Fantasy, so I'll talk about who I had in my top there. And I'll also try to pull up my Pulp and Mech Fantasy to let you know my team on that. And we'll have some fun with that. My Rocky Mountain Fantasy team, where you pick your top 5, and then a random wildcard spot, did not go well at all. So, if I can get that pulled up here, I should have had that ready, but let's log in quick. Try to move to like the mains. So, yeah, for the season, I'm at 40 points. Problem is 30 of those points came my first week. So, I already got my San Diego round. I have Eli Tomac, Cooper Webb, 2nd, Jason Anderson, 3rd, Ken Roxon, 4th, Chase Sexton, 5th, and then Malcolm Stewart in the wild card spot at 7th. Now, I just go in and throw in a team really early, and I may adjust these. The problem is the tiebreaker, is always by a win, you get your team put in. So if I'm comfortable and think this will do all right, I will probably leave the team. But if I don't, then I will come back and move it definitely after kind of. But as I say, you shouldn't adjust your team after practice because like Cooper Webb's normally a racer. Aaron Plessinger is another guy that's normally a racer. So I would say normally it's probably not the best to just watch your team or like your practice times and not only go off that. You kind of got to know how those guys are racers. So it makes it hard to not want to just come in and change it all out to match up with who was the fastest. But, qualifying's the fastest one lap you can throw down. Why can't I find? Let's see. Where is past teams? Oh, here we go. So last week, my picks were Eli Tomac, Cooper Webb, Chase Sexton, Ken Roczen 4th, Justin Barcia 5th, and Justin Bogle for 15th for the wildcard spot. End up being Jason Anderson, Aaron Plessinger, Justin Barcia, Eli Tomac, Malcolm Stewart, and Max Janstein got the wild card at 15. I wasn't even close. I got 10 points because I had Justin Barcia and Eli Tomac in my top 5, and they both landed inside the top 5, but they weren't in the right spots. So the week before, I had Cooper Webb winning, Eli Tomac 2nd, Ken Roczen 3rd, Chase Sexton 4th, Justin Barcia 5th, and I got 30 points out of that. And then wildcard spot 10th was I had Malcolm, and first place was Ken Roczen, second place was Cooper Webb, had Justin Barcia was 3rd, Marvin Musican was 4th, and 5th place is Chase Sexton. And then Jason Anderson ended up finishing 10th. So kind of with that, I got 30 points just because I had Sexton, Barcia, and Ken Roczen and Cooper all inside the top 5. So if you're one off, you get, I think, 10 points, 5 points if you're just inside the top 5. So, all right, let's see if I can get into my Pulp MX fantasy team. Just about in there. All right, let's see. So right now, my points last round was 236. Overall rank last round was 4,394. Championship league ranked last round was 2,387. Total series points is 433. Overall rank is 4,163. But championship series points is 433. And championship, that's series points. Then championship series, I'm 2,418. So not doing too hot to start the season, which my first week was horrible. My team was just not great. So let's see. Team results. Oh, don't want that. I want to write the results so I can see my team. So last week in Oakland, I had Michael Mosman as my all-star, which he maxed out at 26. Carson Mumford, unfortunately, only finished 14th, so he just barely got double points, but that's only 26 points for being around 10th. Dylan Schwartz, he finished 11th, handicap 5, so he got 34. And Nate Thrasher got 38 points, finished 5th and had 1. So top score, there's a couple 42s. Did anyone in the 250 class get higher than a 42? Not that I see. 450 class, my team was Eli Tomac, who got me 26 as an all-star, which is good. I had Aaron Plessinger, who got 46 for me. And then, unfortunately, Adam Cincerello only got me 11 points as he finished 12th. And then Dylan Ferrandez, he got me 36 points. So, not terrible. Should have probably swapped out AC. I just thought he could put it inside the top 10 for double points. Kind of went with safety. I'm still kind of going safety because I still don't really know what is going on with this. I don't have a set in stone of how this season's going to turn out. So, let's see. I'll go into some of my leagues and see where I'm sitting. please, if anyone joins and watch, there's a night that I can do these that work better to be able to come in and discuss with me. That'd be awesome. Otherwise, if you want to come in studio sometime, we can probably set that up. Or if you just have questions or anything like that, you can always either leave a comment or come and or email us, and I'll try to answer the questions or comments. Or, if you just disagree with what I have to say, hey, give me your reason why. I can kind of talk it out. All right, I gotta go find. We're probably not even in the top 250. Not even in the top 300 for industry idiots. Right there. Tied for 386. We definitely gotta get way up there. Or just score really good at a Triple Crown round or something. I don't know if anyone still focuses on the Michigan Motocross 411, but let's see where I'm at in that. And even in this class, I'm down at 28 out of only 100 people or so. Yeah, what did they have? 157. Man, that just sucks. Motorbikes Pod. Yeah. So I'm waiting for them. Hopefully, normally they have. They normally have the list up of riders for Pulp MX Fantasy. Let me see if it'll let me select my team yet or not. They do have riders up. Well, Christian Craig is not going to be. Probably take Hunter Lawrence. Jalik Swole. I'm going to stay away. Dominique Thury. We'll select him for now. Robbie Wageman. I think I'm going to stay away at only a 0 handicap. I really want to select Carson Brown, but he burned me week 1. Man, we'll take Logan Carnell. He's typically in. This is tough. Ooh, most of the guys that were in the top 10 kind of either finished outside or are all-stars, and I already got my all-stars selected. Guess we'll take Chris Blows just to be a safe. I try to go safe in the middle of the week for my fantasy team, and once qualifying and stuff's done, go in and change it. We'll do Justin Brayton, since he should be back. Man, I don't know how Bogle's doing. Or if he's even going to race. Man, Chase Sexton. I just want to see him keep it on 2 wheels and see what he can do. I think Cooper Webb normally rides well in Diego, so I'm going to select him. So right now, my team set for Wednesday night for this weekend is Hunter Lawrence as my all-star in the 250 class, Dominic Thury, Logan Carnell, and Chris Blows. And then for 450 class, Cooper Webb's my all-star, Justin Brayton, and then Kyle Chisholm, Dean Wilson. So that's my PulpMX fantasy team. And don't really got anything. Watching main event going on right now. Craig, pulled away. And I think as long as Craig can stay healthy, this is all his. I don't see that changing at all. It would have been interesting to see if Jet and Colt Nichols were on the, would have been here. If it would have been this easy. I mean, he looks good. He's running good. I think he's crazy to not have an opportunity for 450s next year. He just looks so smooth. He hits the whoop stupidly fast. It's just would be hard not to want to take him. I hope he stays. It'd be great if he can stay right at Star Racing. They throw 3 450 guys. Just add them with Eli Tomac and Dylan Fernandez. I mean, the only thing I could see taking him away is someone offering him a bunch of money, but I don't know. I don't think he needs a ton of money to. I think he would just take a shot. So I think if Yamaha offered it, I think he would take it. So yeah, that's really all I got for Supercross. Like I said, I'll try to get these out weekly. So that way, if anyone wants to chat, if anyone wants to leave comments and have me bring them up in the next one, I can. Otherwise, we'll just kind of run it. I'll run through my power rankings, kind of how my fantasy teams did, and who I'm looking at the next week. So most of these are probably going to be Wednesday or Thursday nights. Nights would be my guess. I do already 1 or 2 other podcasts on these nights, or at least Wednesday nights, and then I have Fire School on Thursday nights, so that makes it late for that night too. So if I look a little sleepy or a little tired, that's why, because I'm running typically on little sleep, trying to get everything ready for these things, working a full-time job in this. Maybe someday I can get this rolling and we can actually make a little money, and it would require a little less work, but so until then, have fun, enjoy, let me know what I can do better. Peace out.